Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Normieville. Before we get started, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell. I really appreciate that. The saga of the New Jersey Nets and Kyrie Irving is taking more and more twists and turns every day. I have a few videos I'm going to put out about this, but once the demands of Joe Tsai came out that he had these 6 things, the money, the meetings, and all this stuff they wanted to come out that he wanted Kyrie Irving to do, a lot of people became upset about these demands, because they felt there was outrageous, that was over the top, that, okay, he already apologized and everything, and now this is just becoming a little bit too much. And a lot of these sports analysts and hosts have come out now since the Jay Williams video. A lot of them have come out now and had the stones, the cojones, the nuts to actually come out and say, you know what's going on with Kyrie Irving, what's being done to him is wrong. And in my opinion, it's coming a little bit too late, because everybody jumped out the window first, because a lot of these personalities, they're all company men, they're getting paid by the big corporations, aka Disney and Fox and all these other people. And so they have to say these things, that he was wrong, that he was anti-Semitic, that he was supposed to apologize, that why did he wait till suspension to say anything, and all that kind of stuff. Well, now, the other day, Jay Williams came out and he gave his statement on IG. Well, Jalen Rose has put his opinion in the hat in support of Kyrie Irving after dissing him, after siding with Joe Tsai, after siding with the other people in the beginning. Now, I'm going to play the video after I speak here, because the video is like 9 minutes long, so I will play it after I give my little small commentary here. But in the end, I believe that just like Jay Williams, just like Louis Farrakhan, just like Shannon Sharp, which I'll talk about later on, all these people now are coming out and saying, oh, well, it's too much now. But guess what? You didn't stand with him in the very beginning. So now your words are empty, in my opinion. It's too late. Kyrie Irving is going to suffer whatever consequences that come his way, or he's going to have to retire. Because there's another video I'm going to come out with where Joe Tsai said that after the 5-game suspension, he hasn't done enough work. So he's going to stay suspended until Joe Tsai, the owner of the Brooklyn Nets, is deemed that Kyrie Irving has done the work and that now he was truly remorseful. Okay? So anyway, I'm done talking about it. This is Welcome to Normieville. I'm just a regular normie trying to give you the news. I'm about to play the video here, and I'll see you on the next video.
It's all the way live. It's all the way live. I just wanted to go live real quick as Michigan put Nebraska on wax and just acknowledge something. So I went back and looked at the video that I recently did where I acknowledged how I didn't necessarily see eye to eye with the approach, not only of missing games for your team, but the approach of understanding that when you're an athlete, we're required to be role models. And so when I watched the video, I didn't like a couple of the examples that I used. I didn't like the phrasing of how I used about saying Kyrie wasn't oppressed. I didn't like the example about how much he's getting paid, because those two items don't mean that you're not oppressed based on the definition. And so it takes a man to acknowledge when he feels like he was off key, off tone. So I just want to acknowledge and apologize for myself to my people, because as I talk to some people that I really love and respect, they enlightened me on the fact that even if I disagree, there's a way to do it like a G. And also, what I want you to know, when someone does disagree, in particular, blacks, when we disagree with each other, we can't be questioning each other's blackness. Ain't nothing gonna stop me from being black. Ain't nothing gonna take away from the time, energy, and passion that I did to pull myself up by my bootstraps and make a name for myself. So again, my apology is to my people, because somebody that I really respect, that's influential, as a public figure, he told me there are some things that could be said, and even if they right, it can't get said by you. And I appreciate that. I want to also acknowledge something else. It's very important that we as a people try not to take our current state of affairs in the United States and compare them to slavery. If you really look back at the history of slavery, certain terms that people are using are truly painful and disrespectful to that era. The way I was off tone using the examples I've used, when you're using terms that equate to slavery, those are off tone too. But either way, I'm here to own me, talk about me, and just acknowledge that like a boss and like a G. And so that's that. And also I want to say one other thing. What I learned as a public figure, I've had people to the far right for so many years call me so many things, including a racist. I've also had people that are pro-black claim not only myself, but so many successful black men in particular, or women that work in corporate America. A lot of times it gets dismissed as you cooning for the man, or you like gotta be a sellout in order to succeed in corporate America. And here's what I want to tell you guys, which is really important. Nobody ever tells me what to say. Nobody ever tells me how to wear my hair. Nobody ever tells me what gear to rock. Nobody ever tells me what glasses to wear. And I want to also clear up something that's extremely important to me. There has never been a time that somebody made me apologize, including right now. I have self-awareness. And when I look myself in the mirror, I don't see a representative. I don't see a manager. I don't see an agent. I see a living, breathing human being that is flawed in a lot of ways, but doing what I can to be the best version that I can every day. And so that's what I'm going to keep doing. For myself, for my people, and for society. And so again, as I went back and looked at the video, I ain't like the examples I use. Like I'm an articulate dude, you know. Like shout to Nas and Hit Boy. KD3 is out right now, and the reason why that came to me is because like I'm a wordsmith, and when I'm using terms like oppression, I got to be using them right. When I'm talking about how much money's being made by Kyrie, I got to be on tone. I got to be right. And I ain't like those examples. I talk on TV and been a public figure doing this for 30 years. And every now and then you look back at an interview, you be like, I don't like what I was wearing. I don't like what I was saying. I ain't like that example. Whatever the case may be. And so, again, I'm standing here as me. That's who. And I want to just acknowledge that to get it off my chest. It ain't going to change my day, but it makes me feel better when I own stuff that I don't like. So that's what I'm doing right now. Again, I'm watching this Michigan game. We thrashing Nebraska. And I'm happy about that. But I wanted to take this time, this energy to do that. And I know when somebody does an apology or an acknowledgement, it ain't going to get the same headlines or coverage that the original, I guess, output gets. But let me just tell you this. It's very important for us that we need to stop name calling each other. You know the one thing you ain't never seen me do, including the Kyrie? I ain't call him no names. Never. I ain't never say he was wrong for feeling like he feels. I'm not mad at it. I don't care if he gets vaccinated or not. And I got to tell y'all something. He wasn't the only person in the NBA that didn't get vaccinated last year. He's just the only person that plays in New York, where there was a state law, which was bogus, that said if you weren't vaccinated, you couldn't play. So as we fast forward to this season, as a basketball commentator, amongst other things, I'm going to talk about how it affects the Nets. And that's what I've been doing. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. And how it affects him as a brother. And let me just tell y'all something from the outside looking in that don't know. I realize that I'm real good at this job. You know why? I got people on the far right that's really mad at me, call me a racist. And then I got people that look like me that's pro-black, that's trying to question my blackness. That let me know at least I try to be fair. I try to be honest, like I'm doing right now. And so again, I go IG Live to do this public service announcement, and love is love. Have a blessed day.